Hey y'all, it's Sherry. I am back for our second clue in our Sherlock Holmes box from Forbidden Fiber Co. This was their Halloween Whodunnit advent calendar thing. If you'll recall, our first clue had us begin at the Tower of London under the bridge. And we marked it with a sticker. So we also received our first color of thread, which was a dark red, and I completed that stitching, all except for the back stitch, obviously. Now this fabric was part of the box. It is toasted coconut in a 16 count Aida. And remember, this was our pattern, however improbable. And it's an original pattern by them. So, let's see what clue number 2 says. Okay. Eek. Things are falling on me. I've got to clean this up. I've got to. Okay. Well, first off, we got a beautiful shade of yellow floss. This is the sign of 4. So that will be our next color. And our next clue. There were 4 of us once, Clarissa, Harris, Penrose, and me. Watching the changing of the guard at the gates of Buckingham Palace, we laughed like nothing could touch us. But only I wasn't lying. One sold my work. One buried the report. One stood to profit from it all. I wonder which of them followed me home that night. So, it was Clarissa, Harris, Penrose, and me. Or her. And can I get this back in the envelope? I don't know. But we are now at the gates of Buckingham Palace, watching the changing of the guard. So, open our handy little map, because I've never been to London, I admit it. And we are now here. So we followed the river, and now we're at Buckingham Palace, watching the changing of the guard. So, that's where we are on our map. That's our clue. We are hunting down the truth of what happened to Eleanor Cartwright. And apparently she was out watching the changing of the guards at Buckingham Palace. And someone betrayed her. So we have four people, but we've got three suspects. One buried the report, one stole her work, and one profited from it all. That's what we know so far. I am going to go stitch the next color. I wonder how much it's going to be. Sign of 4. Oh, this is a big one. Okay. Well, I'm going to get this stitched up and I'll be back. Okay, so I have finished stitching our second color, and this is where we're at. We've got the 221B, the famous flat number. We've got just a few things. It wasn't a large amount. So there we go. That's the second color. We've got our little mystery solving notebook. And I have written down everything we know thus far from our 2 clues. I have marked our map. We started there, and now we're here. So, that's our second day. See you tomorrow.